The paradox we are about to explore is called the paradox of infinity. It whispers a quiet impossibility, inviting us to imagine a universe without end, where endlessness is not just a concept but a living reality. In this vast expanse, every possibility unfolds simultaneously, painting the cosmos in infinite hues. Infinity stretches beyond numbers or boundaries. It dissolves the edges of what we understand, leaving us suspended in wonder. If the universe truly has no limits, then somewhere beyond this moment, another version of you lies awake, caught in the same quiet night, listening as these words reach you now. This idea challenges the way we hold meaning, choice, and existence, beckoning us gently into a realm where everything that can be simply is. Infinity is not just an idea of a lot, but the humbling vastness of endlessness, a continuum without a spine or final chapter. It holds all possible outcomes in its embrace, where every decision you could make breathes life somewhere else in the cosmos. This boundlessness removes the comfort of certainty, replacing it with a silent stretch of possibility. Our minds, craving beginnings and endings, find themselves adrift, caught in a sea that never forms a shore. It is a paradox that blends awe with unease. If every path exists, where do our choices truly lead? And if every story is already written in infinite versions, what makes any one moment, this one, feel so distinctly yours? Meet Elise, a woman who often lies awake beneath the softened glow of a solitary candle. Her room is quiet except for the slow rhythm of her breath, a fragile heartbeat against the weight of night. Elise contemplates the paradox as shadows flicker across her walls, wondering if somewhere, out there, another Elise lies in a different bed, making choices she never dared to make. Her eyes trace the edges of familiar objects, a journal with inked dreams, a clock ticking softly, each a silent witness. She feels the paradox wrap around her thoughts, a gentle and lonely companionship, as she drifts between the known and the infinite possibilities just beyond her reach. In these late hours, Elise carries the heaviness of uncountable selves living parallel lives, each a whisper of could have been. There is a version of her that stayed in her childhood home, a version who took bold leaps into unknown careers, and another who never even heard the words she now listens to. This realization is both a comfort and a solitude, as if countless echoes of her own soul wander silently in the dark. She traces the contours of her own existence, feeling both immense and fragile, a single note in an eternal symphony. The paradox touches tender places within her, drawing her into endless reflection on what makes her unique despite the infinite. As the night deepens, Elise wrestles with a troubling question. If every version of herself exists, where lies true choice? The lines between action and consequence blur in a rippling ocean of endless possibilities. Regret becomes a strange companion, its weight softened by the infinite, yet sharpened by the awareness of what actually is. In the vast tapestry of selves scattered across eternity, she wonders if any single path truly matters. The paradox coils gently around her mind, a quiet tension between freedom and fate. Each sigh she breathes seems both insignificant and profoundly heavy, a small flame flickering amid boundless dark. In the solitude of this paradox, Elise begins to sense a subtle shift. What once seemed empty and overwhelming now feels vast with quiet opportunity. The infinity that threatened to dissolve meaning now illuminates it with a new light. Each possible self becomes a thread in the intricate fabric of endless existence, weaving a pattern where no version diminishes the worth of this one. The paradox gently unfolds, revealing not the loss of meaning, but its profound expansion, a sacred space where every moment is rich with the tender weight of unique presence. Her heart settles into a rhythm that honors both infinity and now. The cosmic dance of infinity reveals itself through curious reflections and endless rooms, like Hilbert's hotel, forever full yet always welcoming one more. Elise imagines herself walking those infinite corridors, each door opening onto another choice, another world. The paradox shows its shape here in infinite hospitality. Logic bends, contradictions bloom, and the impossible becomes a familiar landscape. In her mind's eye, she surrenders to the paradox's depth, surrendering need for conclusions and embracing the restless beauty of endlessness. It is a journey without destination, a riddle spun in shadows and light, calling her deeper into wonder. In the quiet moments before sleep takes hold, Elise's mind spirals not into worry, but into a gentle embrace of questions without answers. She sees reflections of herself multiply, each a facet of her being woven into endless variations. The paradox invites her to cherish the act of wondering itself, allowing the night sky to envelop her curiosities like a soft mantle. In this suspended space, the sharp edges of certainty dull, replaced by a calm that dwells comfortably in not knowing. The infinite becomes a subtle guide rather than a puzzle to solve, a silent companion whispering that some mysteries are meant to stretch the soul slowly, softly, like the twilight mingling with dawn. As dawn nears, Elise no longer chases clarity, but rests in acceptance. The infinity that once loomed vast and unknowable transforms into a gentle presence, enfolding her quietly. The paradox no longer threatens to unravel her sense of meaning. Instead, it invites her to hold her existence as an irreplaceable note in an eternal song. She feels the sacredness of this moment, aware that billions of versions of herself may swirl through infinite space, yet this one is uniquely alive, right here, breathing and wondering. In this stillness, she finds a peace shaped by the paradox itself, a calm harbor in the endless sea. So, as you lay beneath the soft cloak of night, ask yourself gently, if infinity contains every possible you, how does this particular moment hold such profound meaning? Does the boundless universe, with all its versions of self, diminish your story or deepen it? Perhaps the answer lies not in solving the paradox, but in leaning into its mystery, the delicate tension of knowing and not knowing, holding and letting go. When your eyes grow heavy and breaths lengthen like quiet tides, will you surrender to the wonder of endlessness? And in that surrender, might you finally rest, uniquely, profoundly, and completely yourself?